Okay, let's just go around the room then and just have a look at the blends. So, if you can call out your percentage of the scooter, the maitre d' and the boxer. Yell it out so that I know. A third, that's 33, 33, and
that was a third of the middle.
33 and a third, okay, sorry, 33 and a third. Okay, and yours?
We're kind of split between 1 and 5.
Kind of split? you convinced them?
No. Just qualified.
No.
You split between one? Okay, give me both.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
15 scooter. Yeah. 25 maitre d'. 60 boxer. Yeah. And the other one?
15 scooter.
15 scooter.
10 maitre d and 75.
10 maitre d. 75 boxer. Yep. Yep.
10, 20, 70.
10 scooter. 20 maitre d. 70 boxer. Yep. And yours? No consensus? You have no consensus? I bet you all like your own blend best.
Come on!
Okay, just give me one of them. Give me yours. And I'm going to do yours as well, because you put your hand up first.
That's good.
35 scooter. 15. I would have known that if I added it up quickly.
Joel, what was it?
Yes, sir.
These percentage-wise?
Yeah.
1867 and 1860.
30, 30, 40.
30, 30, 40. 30, 30, 40. And did you guys come up with one, or did you just go ahead and pick blending in at the last? You're just drinking? Good enough. Well done. Okay. Let's just have a quick look at this. I don't know if you can all see this here with the board here. If you have a look at the different percentages we've got here, we've got of the scooter.
Yeah, must be
the scooter ranges in percentages between 10% and 35%. VJ's looking up to see, make sure the chandelier's not going to fall on him. You see that? The maitre d', it ranges from 10% to 33 and a third. And the boxer ranges from 33 and a third through to 75%.
Wow.
Right? And so there's a whole heap of different variations there, and I can guarantee that your blend was the best one. Right? The reason why I say that is because with our wines, when people talk about our wines, the number one word used to describe our wines is wow. What creates the wow impact with our wines is what we call fruit weight. Right? Now all of these wines are in actual fact 70% fruit weight. Now fruit weight is when you put our wines in your mouth, it's that velvet glove, that silky sensation of fruit, right, before you see the prickly sensation of structure. Sarah and I see wines have been made of two things. One is fruit, which only comes from the vineyards, and the other is structure. And structure is made of three things: acid, alcohol and tannin. So we do all the work that we can to get as much fruit weight. Is that alright when I say that in Australian? Fruit weight. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Fruit weight. Alright? A lot of people look at me and they're like, I heard all that you said, but I have no idea what you said for the whole night. Okay.
That's the wine.
And I'll just fly in, so it could be even worse today, you know. It's like my daughter went to a birthday party last night back in Australia, and they had helium balloons, right? And so she's got in the car all squeaky voice. I'm like, holy, what's going on? She says, man, I have had the best night I have had that much helium balloons all night. I'm like, you're going to have to be quiet there for a little while, Lizzie. You know, she's 11, you know, so she's into any experience she can that'll push the boundaries a little bit further. And fruit weight. So the two things, fruit and structure. So for us, we work in the vineyards to create that fruit weight impact that comes from our vineyard watering program. Once we harvest the grapes, the only thing that we as winemakers can do is get a perfect balanced structure. So our aim is to get a perfect balanced structure and lay the fruit over the top. For us, the further that fruit weight, that velvet glove, that silky sensation of fruit goes, the higher we rate the quality of our wines. Now for all of our lefty wines, they have to be between 65 to 70% fruit weight. So if you measure that out, what we do is we talk about put the wines, any of the wines in your mouth, right? Hold it in your mouth, you'll feel that velvet glove, that silky sensation. And it'll go from the tip of your, how far back does it go from the tip of your tongue? Now we tell people we measure it in percentages, not in inches, because some of you people have got longer tongues than others, right? So in percentages, how far back does that velvet glove, that silky sensation of fruit go before you see structure, right? So for us, all of our wines, those 3 wines that you just blended are 70% fruit weight, right? They're the highest in their group, in their category. We believe they're the best lefty wines that we've ever made. So now the interesting thing is you now no longer need to buy 2 left feet at all. All you need to do is buy a bottle of Boxer, a bottle of Scooter, and a bottle of Major D, right? And you can make your own 2 left feet. If you drink the whole lot of that, you will have 2 left feet. Right?
One bottle, you're not going to...
Yeah, that's right. That's it. Remember to give the order to Mum, not me, right? Because otherwise you won't get it at all. Okay. So that's it. Let me just talk a little bit about structure. And then what we're going to do is we're going to empty all of those glasses again. We're going to turn the mat over. We're going to give you 4 more wines, and then we're going to have some dinner as well. All right, so this is going to be really cool. Okay, so let me just talk about structure. You know, when you taste a wine, we talked about winemakers, our role is to get a perfect balance of structure. All right? So to tell when a wine hasn't got a perfect balance of structure, when you put a wine in your mouth, when that velvet glove, that silky sensation of fruit finishes, and you see the prickly sensation of structure, if that structure races forward here to your teeth, dries your teeth out, like makes you, when you touch your teeth together they're chalky, that's a wine that's got too much acid in it. Right? When you drink a wine with that velvet glove, that silky sensation of fruit finishes, and you see the prickly sensation structure, if the structure races forward to your teeth, dries your teeth out, like stick your tongue on the back of your teeth, your tongue sticks to your teeth, right? That's a wine with too much acid. Right? Makes your teeth chalky. If though what happens when you drink that wine with that velvet glove, that silky sensation of fruit finishes, across the back of your palate, right, if it sucks your cheeks in, that's a wine with too much tannin, either oak or fruit tannin, and we control the oak tannin in the winery. Right? If though what happens is when you drink that wine with that velvet glove, that silky sensation of fruit finishes, and you see that prickly sensation of structure, if that structure then races up into your head, that's a wine with too much alcohol. I was with a guy the other night and he said, I've never had a wine that's had too much alcohol. I'm with him on that. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, Sparky, what do you drink? And I'll say, I drink
Jack Daniels.
Molly Duca and Jack Daniels. my two drinks of choice, right? Okay. So, if you empty your glasses now into the dump bucket there, right, and turn your mat over. As you turn your mat over, if you can push it in towards the centre of the table, right, if you can push it into the centre of the table as much as possible, and put your glasses back on the Carnival of Love, Velvet Glove, Enchanted Path, and Blue-Eyed Boy. These are our high-end wines, which we didn't make any of 2008. But we brought the 2007 wines along so that if you haven't had them, you get the opportunity to taste them. Now the team are going to come around and pour these wines for you. As long as you've got your tasting mat done. Remember, if you can move your tasting mat in towards the middle of the table, by the time we finish pouring these wines, Chef will have all of the main course plated up, and it'll be coming out so you can enjoy these wines with your main course. Now, main course, you say entree. Right? Entree for us is appetizers. I was in a restaurant the other day and I ordered 2 entrees, thinking I was having 2 appetizers, because in Australia, entree is an appetizer. Right? Oh man, I had seriously way too much food. I'm thinking like, stop getting that food out, I've had enough.